Okay, so welcome to this presentation. Very short lang don, guys. No? So this is about driving organizational innovation. This was supposed to have been presented last time, but we had other questions regarding our midterm, remember? So that's why we didn't push through with this. So driving organizational innovation is like chapter 8 or something. Uh, yeah, correct, no? Galing ko, ah. Chapter 8, no? Driving Organizational Innovation. Part ng opportunity seeking natin, okay? Ang sabi dito, no? Cultivating a culture and leadership for continuous innovation. Okay? So, fostering a culture of innovation. So, if we have a robust, pag sinabing robust, no? It's like a very strong organizational culture, we have to foster continuous innovation. No? So, kailangan yan, it will lead to sustained growth and competitive advantage. Emphasizing creativity and opportunity seeking empowers employees to contribute innovative ideas and solution. And magugulat kayo later, no? I will reveal ano yung pinaka lumalabas, no, na talagang quality ng leader tungkol sa culture of innovation. Okay, so ano yung importance niyan? A culture of innovation is critical for organizations aiming to adapt to changing environments and customer needs. Companies like Google and 3M, HP, sama pa rin yan natin dyan. Siyempre, Apple, no? Laging yan ang kanilang culture, ang core value is about innovation. Innovation. So they exemplify how promoting innovation can drive competitive advantage through creativity and flexibility. Okay, so what are the key elements of a creative environment? Yeah, so a creative environment thrives on psychological safety, okay, diversity of thought, and resource availability. Organizations should foster an inclusive atmosphere where ideas can be freely shared and constructive feedback is encouraged. Yan, although since nabanggit na natin dito yung key elements in a creative environment, alam nyo ba, according to leading scholars, and writers about innovation, yung risk taking is the number one factor, no? Key elements in a creative environment. If the leader doesn't care whether we fail or not, so ang sabi nga niya, the culture of allowing failures, not only allowing but encouraging failures. Medyo mahirap siyang tanggapin, no? Lalo na from an entrepreneurship environment perspective. So parang ang point lang is that we tell our people, go on, try your best, okay lang magkamali. Kasi mas maganda nagkakamali ka, because sabi nga ni Thomas Edison, kasi of course he's a bad example because of Tesla, but if you have like 10,000 trials to create the electric bulb, that's a bad example. No, but that's 9,999 ways of not creating an electric bulb. So you have to fail many times. Ganun yun, no? And yung inclusive atmosphere din importante, because alam na naman natin, it's an inclusive environment and a lot of people can really present their ideas. Yung wag yung kayo-kayo lang, tapos parang may nagsasalita na ano na natin kagad. Dapat hindi ganun, no? So we allow it, yung brainstorming, allow everybody to speak, parang ganun. Ayan, no? So, encouraging idea generation. Kailangan may formal channels for idea submission, suggestion boxes, hindi na nga uso yan no? Innovation workshops, pero kasi suggestion boxes, sa totoo lang, walang nagsasubmit. Mas maganda yung, uh, minsan mas maganda yung meron tayong town hall. When you say town hall, yung tipong yung leader na doon sa gitna and then encourages idea generation, no? Meron nga sa dati kong school yung views ang pangalan. Very important expression of wise suggestions. Views. Okay? Yun, ganun. No? Lahat talaga. No? Tapos sa lean culture naman, meron tayong tinatawag na Kaizen. No? Kaizen culture. May mga idea generation, idea submission, and they really pay the great ideas. Ayan, no? Yung mga brainstorming session, yung tinatawag na hackathons, yan. They can unleash employee creativity and engage them in the innovation process, no? Yung mga hackathon ng IBM minsan, no, like 40,000 submissions all over the country, no, sa US. So, ganyan katindi ang kanilang mga hackathon. Ayan, and also recognizing and rewarding innovative efforts motivates employees to pursue creative solutions. No? Programs such as Employee of the Month or innovation competition like yung Kaizen Burst can amplify the significance of innovative contributions in the workplace. Overcome resistance to change. Ayan, yung resistance to change kasi ang importante lalo na if the leader is the one who's resistant to change, hindi magiging successful, no? So, resistance to change often emerges due to fear and uncertainty. We don't know what will happen, baka magkamali tayo. So, kailangan talaga meron tayong transparent communication, that's essential, involving employees, engaging them in change initiatives, and providing adequate training can ease transitions and foster acceptance. Continuous learning and adaptation. Organizations must prioritize continuous learning to thrive amidst rapid changes. This includes offering training programs, encouraging skills development, and fostering a growth mindset. Guys, sinasabi ko sa inyo to ngayon pero in the real world, may mga leaders na hindi ganito. No? So nakakalungkot. Pero pag nakakita kayo ng leader na talagang open-minded, growth mindset, binibigay niya sa mga employees niya to adapt and innovate effectively kahit hindi masyadong mataas ang sweldo, you follow that leader kasi yung company na yon I'm sure will be successful lalo na pag nandoon kayo to support, parang gano'n, no? So kailangan talaga open-minded yung leader, no? Growth mindset kaysa yung tinatawag na shrinking thinking. Okay, innovation management within teams. Effective management of innovation teams ensures the generation and implementation of creative solutions that align with organizational goals. By the way, yung aking company before yung pandemic ay Innovation Creative Solutions. Ayan, talagang tiningnan ko talaga yan, no? I really love innovation, no? Para sa akin, yung nasa six thinking hats, ang favorite hat ko doon is the green hat. The green hat is innovation hat. Yan, building effective innovation teams, combine diverse skills and perspectives, fostering creativity and problem solving, encourage cross-functional collaboration. Cross-functional meaning iba-ibang department nagbibigay ng suggestions, no? To capitalize on various expertise, enhancing the likelihood of successful outcomes. So, encourage open communication. Yan ang mga best practices. No? Encourage open communication and regular feedback to create an inclusive environment or atmosphere. Kailangan talaga magbigay ng feedback. Hindi po pwedeng tanggap ka lang ng tanggap tapos wala man nangyayari. Ano nangyari? Meron bang nangyayari sa suggestion ko? No? Yan. So, kailangan mag-allow tayo for flexibility in the project management, promoting faster decision-making and adaptability. So, paano yung mga project management tools like Trello or Asana? Ngayon, ang dami na kasi, to organize tasks and it's now open for you. Alam nyo sa, mind you, no, sa Toyota, they're not doing this online or computer or software, no? Nakalagay talaga sa whiteboard. Oo, nakikita mo talaga para daw ma-encourage ang tao na magbura, maglagay. Actually, hindi sila nagbubura, kundi nagsusulat. Iba-ibang pen, iba-ibang handwriting, ganun, no? Well, ngayon naman yung mga project management tools like Trello or Asana, naka-organize na yung task, tapos talagang na-encourage ka naman na magbigay ng, ng feedback kasi lahat yun ay shared with to everybody, no? Yan, meron din yung mga brainstorming software like Miro or MindMeister. Yan, no? Generation ng ideas yan, saka flow mapping. Okay? Aligning team goals, ito importante, no? We have to align the team goals to the organizational vision. Hindi kayo po pwedeng bumanat na lang na sarili nyo, tapos hindi nyo consider yung tinatawag natin na organizational vision. That's why in some companies, we have what we call the wildly important goals. Doon naka-align lahat, no? Sa wildly important goals. So, regularly communicate the strategic objectives down the line para ma-align yung mga team projects within the company's long-term goals and lalo na yung talagang wildly important, the one that's really important as of the moment. Yan. And then, monitoring and evaluating innovation progress. Siyempre, meron tayong mga KPIs, yung mga key performance indicators. May measurement yan, guys. Para malaman natin kung nasaan na tayo. May balance scorecard. May score yan up to 100. And then, malalaman mo kung 85% ka na ba, 90%. Depende sa targets mo. Yan. Para makita yung innovation outcomes. So, regular reviews and assessments allow teams to pivot strategies according to data-driven insights, ensuring ongoing progress. So another thing na importante pala, talaga totoo to no sa innovation is to celebrate team achievements, no. Mas maganda siguro susunod na topic natin is yun nga, yung four disciplines of execution kasi doon yung napapakita yung team achievement, no. Kasi pag trabaho lang kayo ng trabaho tapos wala, hindi niyo sineselebrate yung success, ang nangyayari na nawawalan ng motivation yung mga tao. So celebrate, recognize team success. It will boost morale and encourage further innovation. Kahit maliit lang, mga small successes and triumphs, we have to implement that reward system to acknowledge individual and group contribution to foster a culture of appreciation. Yan, kahit maliit lang, kailangan talaga ma-appreciate natin. And then what's the leadership role? Effective leadership is pivotal, no, in fostering an environment where innovation can thrive, driving organizational success and adaptability. Kailangan talaga yung leader talaga yung mangunguna dyan, no? Innovative leaders exhibit traits such as adaptability, curiosity, resilience. They're open-minded. Hindi sila yung nararatel pag may problem, no? Na nagninisin na. They prioritize collaboration. Slowly but surely, we can do it. Laging ganun, no? Pinapositive talaga niya yung mga tao nila. Actively seeking diverse perspectives to fuel creativity and problem solving. So inspiring a vision for innovation, an inspiring vision aligns a team's effort towards common innovative goals. Leaders must communicate this vision clearly, ensuring buy-in and motivating team members to explore new ideas. Fostering open communication. Open communication nurtures an innovative culture by encouraging idea sharing without fear of criticism. Leaders should cultivate an environment where feedback is constructive, and valued. Kailangan may feedback, no? Hindi rin po pwede, ito mahirap, no? Lalo na sa akin, no, bilang teacher. Ang hirap pagbigay ng negative feedback, sa totoo lang. No? Pero sometimes, kailangan mo talagang gawin yun, no? Lalo na kung talagang, lalo sa generation na to, nako, talaga namang ang puso natin madaling mabasag, madaling alam mo yun, yung parang papagsabihan mo lang, naku, lungkot-lungkutan na, no? Sabi niya talagang depressed na siya, ganyan. Ang hirap pagbigay ng feedback, no? Pero kailangan magbigay ka ng feedback na constructive and kailangan ma-value natin yun. Kasi kailangan natin sometimes yung ganung salita, kumbaga, lalo na sa mas nakakatanda sa atin, no? Yan, ito yung sinabi ko kanina, no? Encourage risk-taking and learning from failure. Ito yung pinaka number one need talaga ng company na kailangan nandoon yung risk-taking. It often leads to groundbreaking ideas. Innovative leaders must create a safe space for failure. Yan, nabanggit ko na kanina yan, no? Allow them to fail using setbacks as learning opportunities rather than as obstacles. And then, of course, ang pinaka-importante, dapat magbigay tayo ng resources such as time, funding, expertise. Crucial yan, no? Sa innovation. Leaders must ensure their teams are equipped with the necessary tools and support to turn innovative ideas into reality. So, engaging stakeholders in the innovation process, engaging stakeholders fosters a sense of ownership in the innovation journey. Leaders should include diverse voices, ensuring that innovative efforts align with broader organizational objectives. So, implementing innovative ideas, the process of transforming innovative ideas into actionable outcomes is critical for organizational success and competitive advantage. So ito yung ideation na tinatawag, no? Ideation to execution process involves systematically generating, developing, and implementing innovative ideas. This process requires clear communication, defined roles, and structured phases to ensure ideas transition from concept to realization effectively. So creating an innovation pipeline, ito pa, no? An innovation pipeline is a structured model that prioritizes and manages the flow of ideas from inception through implementation. It allows organizations to visualize potential projects and allocate resources efficiently to foster continuous innovation. Okay, we will continue the presentation to the next video, no? Medyo humaba tayo. Anyway, we continue in the next part.